Hey everyone, what's up? It's Jeremy Kruis here. I have another gear review, filmmaking gear review today. We're gonna be reviewing the Hollyland Mars 400S. It's an HDMI plus SDI wireless transmission system. I am actually using it right now. It is transmitting to my phone wirelessly here, and then the transmitter right here is also transmitting via to the receiver to my monitor over here. Did you get that? I'm not an expert on wireless HDMI. This is my first time using one, but so far it has been really useful for me, especially right now when I'm shooting my YouTube videos, since my camera, the A7S II, does not have a flip out screen, so it's super helpful to have a wireless transmission to my cell phone via Wi-Fi. And then this is actually my first time testing it out, transmitting to the receiver to my HDMI monitor. Out here on the box it says 400 feet, so we're gonna test to see what the signal is like when I walk around the house, see how long it takes for it to cut out on the monitor here, and then I'll talk a little bit about my user experience with this and how it's helped me so far with my filming. Why might someone want to use a wireless HDMI transmitter and receiver? On a lot of commercial shoots, it's really helpful when the director can have a feed on his own monitor while the DP or camera operator is shooting. That way the director can have a feed of what the camera is shooting. Sometimes the client likes to be seeing what is being shot, so that's really helpful too if they just have a wireless feed. It's a hassle to have cables running all the way to the monitors, because with this wireless system the camera operators can feel free to move around as much as they want, and then the directors, clients, whoever else needs a wireless feed can see it while they're on set. And then like for YouTubers like me, it's really helpful to have a monitor. Maybe you have an overhead camera that's filming your unboxing. That way you can use this to view your angles wirelessly on your cell phone or attach it to a HDMI monitor. So those are some big reasons why you'd want a wireless HDMI system. When I've looked at prices of wireless HDMI in the past, I think what I've seen is a couple $1,000s. The price of this is $649. It might seem expensive if you've never really looked at HDMI wireless transmitters, receivers. This is actually, I think, on the cheaper end. Correct me if I'm wrong. If you know a little bit more about wireless HDMI systems, let me know. Feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. As someone that's never used a wireless HDMI system before, this system is really easy, user-friendly to use, so I was able to set it up with no problem. In the box there's some instructions, but I think I just kind of tinkered around with it and was able to get it working. So if you're afraid of the technical issues or running into hardships getting this thing set up, it's actually really easy to set up. So hopefully that's something that's helpful to know. The feature I actually use the most is when I connect it to my phone via the app, the Hollyland View app. So basically the transmitter sends a Wi-Fi signal, I think, to the app, to your cell phone, and then you just connect, and it's really easy and quick to connect. You have a lot of different tools as well on the app. There's magnification tools. You can see your waveforms. You can choose to see different aspect ratios. There's zebra peaking, there's focus peaking, there's even LUTs that you can view on the app. I think for me that's the best feature of this, is you don't need a wireless monitor. You can just use your phone. So if you have a pretty large size phone, that's definitely works as a good monitor. And the latency isn't that bad as well going to the cell phone. And then when I'm looking here at the screen, at the monitor, there's very little latency. I can barely, I mean, there is a little bit of latency, but it's not very noticeable. So that is pretty wild crackers. I've also used this on a paid shoot. We had to have 3 camera angles, and then one of the camera angles was an over the shoulder of an interview while they were watching something on an iPad. So we couldn't really have a camera operator there at that camera because they would show up on the other angles. So what we did is use this wireless system to be able to monitor that camera via my cell phone so that I could make sure the framing was correct and it was recording. So this system really came in close clutch for that. I've been using this for the past few YouTube videos that I've been making. So far it's working great. I haven't really run into any issues yet. So the way it works is you can either use these type of batteries, the Sony NP-F550 batteries, or you can use a USB-C cable and power it that way, or you can use a DC cable that actually comes with it in the box to power the system. So I usually use just one of these batteries. It lasts pretty long. It lasted at least 3 hours of interview time, and this battery size is 2900 mAh, so not bad there. There's built-in fans in both the transmitter and the receiver to prevent overheating, so that's a good thing, and the fans aren't that loud as well, and you can also adjust how fast the fans go, so that's nice. This is also an SDI wireless system, so there's a SDI output and input on the transmitter and receiver. I've never actually really used SDI, but I think that's for more professional cameras. So that's pretty cool that you can use this thing on a more professional system. The quality, it transmits up to 1080p at 60 frames a second. All right, this is really cool. You can transmit to up to 4 cell phones at the same time. So if, for example, you're on a shoot, the director wants to see a feed of what you're shooting, maybe the production designer, maybe the client has one, so they can all just download the app and have a wireless feed to what you're shooting. So here I have 2 phones connected at the same time, as well as the monitor. So that is pretty cool. Let's see how strong the signal is with this thing. I'm just gonna walk around the house and see if it cuts off at all. I'm gonna be connected both to the receiver, which is connected to HDMI monitor, as well as through Wi-Fi to my cell phone. So let's see how those connections work when I just walk further away down the stairs. Let's see if it can still transmit through walls and stuff. All right, here we go. We're leaving the room. Is it still working? Down the stairs we go. Is it still connected? That is the question. I am now being blocked by walls, by a ceiling. Is it still being connected right now? This is probably a not really great test. Basically now I'm being obstructed by walls and ceilings. This is supposed to be rated up to 400 feet. Whoops, my battery died when I was down there, but I'm curious to see if the signal is still coming through. I'll have to check on this other camera angle here. Another cool thing is the audio. You can monitor the audio through your cell phone. So the audio comes through this wireless system when it's connected to the app on your phone. Feel free to ask me any questions about this thing, maybe if you're looking into wireless HDMI systems. I might have a more in-depth review later on, but so far in my use over the past couple weeks, I've really enjoyed using this system and will be taking it around with me. So that's gonna be it for this video about the Hollyland Mars 400S Pro. Leave this video a like if it was helpful for you, and subscribe to my channel if you enjoy watching my videos. All right guys, see you next time. Bye-bye.